What's unique for me about this film is that I realized I had never done this before in a feature film environment, which is shoot a movie that was so contained and so compartmentalized into one character, for the most part one house, and really it is this journey of discovery through this house, and it's a complex puzzle in a very simple environment. And a lot of films are usually, multi-character ensemble, lots of locations, and so this film was unique in that way because it was about this journey in a very simple, contained environment, but also how do you keep that interesting? And it was a different way of looking at every scene, because seemingly a lot of things don't really happen, so it's about putting gravitas and importance into those beats and those moments. So that, when I got to thinking about it like that, it got me really excited. Well, we're doing a lot of long takes, and a lot of those takes have been long steadicam takes. A lot of those takes have been long handheld takes. The camera is another character. There's something in this house. There's spirit. There's ghosts, and those ghosts, whether they're tactile, like they're things that you can see or whatever, there's history and there's trauma and there's a lot of stuff in this house. There's a lot of baggage, a lot of subtext. There's something alive in this house, maybe. I mean, we're trying to walk a balance here in terms of the overall look and feel of the film by using lighting in an interesting way. We're trying to keep it naturalistic, but obviously trying to create layers of depth and mystery in the lighting. So it's not entirely natural, but we are trying to keep the film less in a sort of more theatrical horror approach like Dario Argento, and something a little bit more that kind of walks the line of a thriller and a drama. And the lighting is stylish and at times, and we are trying to keep it grounded in reality, and we're trying to tell a story that is not too unreal, if you can imagine it. Like, I think probably stranger things have happened in real life, and this story is really about a man's struggle with his past and his demons, and we think it's far more powerful if we ground it in that.
I think what is unique for me about this particular shoot is how many long takes we are doing. A lot of long consecutive shots where the camera, it's a one shot basically, and there's a lot of them. Generally I've done maybe one per film, or there's a particular scene that will last a long take, and a lot of the time they won't keep it. They'll cut into it, cut it up. What's unique about this film is we're doing these one shots, one takes, and Rodrigo is going to let them play out. He's going to let us do a one shot and let it be. I think the challenge for me is the environment. It's quite a tight space, the home. The hallways are tight, the stairwells fairly tight, the doorways. We're dealing with tight spaces, and also one shots are really difficult. It's something where if you're going to stay on a shot for a particular amount of time, you got to keep it interesting, you got to keep it exciting. And that's one unique thing too. The camera's very active. Usually you're trying to keep the camera out of the mix. You want to be very unconscious, very subtle movement. The camera's quite a participant. It's almost a character in itself, and Rodrigo and Samy, we've talked about really being active with it. At moments we're capturing the character, and then we're going off on our own. We're exploring the spaces. We're becoming a character, and then finding the character again. And so it's quite an active role the camera's taking in this film, and that's really a lot of fun. So
a little tiny smidgen of error you have to redo.
A tiny smidge of error, we got to go again, because this is going to be it. There'll be no way to hide the mistake.
Now, how many times do you let the director tell you have to do it again before you tell him to go fly it?
We go as many times until he's happy. That's sort of the rule. So
even if it's 20?
Even if it's 20,
even
we'll
if
do
it's 30?
30, 40, 50, we'll do it.
You're
it
lying.
Doesn't matter. No, I will. As long as the director DP want to go again, I'm game.